It's a male-dominated industry, regardless of if I'm an Asian female or not. Like, in my years of working, and I worked with a builder prior, I haven't yet worked with one woman, and that's unfortunate. I had myself, I've hired on, sub workers who were women, but dealing with the industry, it has its benefits though. I can't lie. It definitely has its benefits. And I think because I'm so aware of how I carry myself and how I conduct business, it works to my benefit.
And if you could, so like how you go about conducting business, when you say conduct business, is it like it's like what type of magic you put on it to make it go right?
Magic.
Because we're dealing with we're dealing with a woman in a male dominated spectrum.
Right.
So, young girls, even women that might see this, they might feel like, hey, I want to get into the construction game as a woman. So what is your magic you put on it?
There's no magic. I literally am for sure that the only thing that's allowing me to conduct business and really progress in this business is me knowing myself and always being aware of what I'm doing or what I'm saying or how I'm saying it. And it's sad that you have to watch everything you say and, be so careful and selective of how you can conduct yourself. But that's just part of it. Know yourself so well, know your weakness. So for me, it was, physically was my first thing. I had to notice what people looked at as weaknesses, what people considered as strength, and I played kind of along with those things. So when I'm on site, my hair's up in a bun. I have a button-up shirt all the way up to my neck. Like, I just be aware of yourself and aware of everything that God blessed you with, physically, mentally, and utilize it and try your best to work with your flaws because we all have them. Yeah. So
That's deep. That's very deep. I think that's great for, women that wants to know, about going into a non-traditional setting.
Yeah.
What do you think about dating in Atlanta? Because you said you're in Atlanta. Atlanta gets it's bad rep because you're in Atlanta. You're Asian in Atlanta. Is it? You're Asian in Atlanta, and it's more or less like. Do you feel like it's like a black city, like more black women here, or is it leveled off to where it's a balance, like black, white, Asian, or?
No, I think Georgia is still very black and white. I don't think it's. I think maybe inside the city of Atlanta, we are getting more diversity. However, it is still very. I want to say it's black dominated. It's a black dominated city. Like when you go to the city hall, 90% of everyone that is running shit is black. So yeah, it's still a black city. I would consider it.
Okay. So now. Did you get a chance to see Killer Curves?
I saw bits and pieces of it.
Okay. Now, do you feel like, because it has booty, butts in Atlanta.
Yes.
And Killer Curves, it spoke, Lala Anthony. Familiar with Lala, right? She's on Power. Do you feel like it's a lot of peer pressure for women who feel like they don't have a butt to get a butt? And like, cause Atlanta, the city, like anywhere in the world, or anywhere in the United States, Atlanta is like the big butt capital.
Absolutely. People come here for the strip clubs. People come here because the women here they look a certain way, right? And as soon as I touched down in Atlanta, I definitely saw the difference. And but it's just not booty. That's the thing. Booty is just the main thing, but I think it's just a look. This look that comes with the culture of hip hop. Because we are a hip hop mega. I don't care what anyone says. I know you're from up north. This is where hip hop is living at this current state of, our society.
I can't lie about that.
Yeah, at one point, yeah, definitely New York, you guys had it. Cali had it for a little bit, but I think definitely right now, people look at Atlanta as the trendsetter, as the tastemakers, as the industry interrupters, we set the standard of what is hot now in Atlanta. So the big booty, the really long hair, all these things came with the hip hop culture. And I think women feel so much pressure. And I'm not black. I know women of every culture feels the pressure to look that particular way. And you definitely have people, like I would want to believe like myself, who are able to look outside of that because you see the value within yourself outside of your physical self. But we still live in this society and we're pressured with these messages and these images and these expectations every day, every second of the day. When you look at your phone, when you look at your Instagram, when you look at your Facebook, when you look at the billboards, when I'm driving, when I look outside at other women. So yeah, the pressure is there. The pressure is fucking real. But I think it's just sticking to your value of what makes you feel like you're the shit outside of those things.
So if you had to, I'm going to say you.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever would work on something on your body, but...
Absolutely. That's everyone.
You would?
Absolutely. I thought about it. Listen, I've gone in for consultations.
For what?
For numerous of things. Liposuction, breast augmentation, booty augmentation. So it's so real and it's a fight that I think women go through every day, but it's to what extent? People are losing their lives because they feel so much pressure that they had to give in and their life was just secondary to them because looking that way was the priority.
Now, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you blame men for
No.
any type of procedures you want to do?
No. I've never had a man tell me anything about myself that's bad. I've never had a man say you should do this, you should do that. Every pressure and every, I think, everything comes from other women, or I want to say the media. I think it comes from other women more than the media. I think as women, I think we just are so, I don't know the word for it, but we're just so fragile in this physical world. I think we're so strong spiritually if we tap in. But in this physical world, we're very fragile creatures. And I think sometimes that's the hardest fight, to fight what society has set as expectations for those physical, beings.
Now, you said booty.
Booty.
The booty.
I love booty, by the way. I think there's so many amazing booties out here. I look at booty all day. I think it's great. I'm straight, but I love booty.
How long you been here in Atlanta?
I've been in Atlanta for 8 years.
8 years.
Yeah.
Now, when you went for those consultations, did Atlanta play an influence on the booty, the big booty?
Absolutely. I sat in on operations before, and that was all in Atlanta. Yeah. I don't think I felt that pressure when I grew up in LA, so I don't think I felt, even though people think, Hollywood and LA is so glamorous and you have so much pressure to feed into those expectations, but I don't think it's as hard out there because you have a separation of what Hollywood is and what LA life really is.
Wow, so you think Atlanta has more pressure than LA?
Oh yeah, Atlanta.
Yeah?
There's no separation in Atlanta. The girl that works at McDonald's got her booty done.
Wow.
So I don't have that separation. The sense of separation is not there. Like, I work really hard to have the things I have, but if, like, let's just say in LA, yeah, like you look at people and they have things that you may want, but because you're so aware that there's that separation of where they are and where you are, it's almost like the pressure is not so tough. But when a regular girl looks like she walked out from a music video with her fucking, I don't know how many inches you can get on your weave, but you know what I mean? Your shit is just flowing down your back and your body is looking super bomb and your makeup is just the best and everything just looks perfect. And she works at Kroger's. That's a lot of pressure. I don't get that in LA.
It's so dope that you said that because I was speaking to Burke about in hip hop culture, it's no separation. Everybody's on the same, like,
and that's not real.
It is crazy because you will have, let's just say it's a tier here. They know that, like, I'm on this tier and I'm gonna deal with this tier, and this is this tier of elite, and I'm gonna deal with. But like hip hop culture is like, yeah, I'm the shit too.
Yep, everybody wants a Bugatti. Like, you can't even afford to get the tires changed on a Bugatti. But how can, you know what I mean? Like, your job doesn't even pay enough for you to make a car payment on that car. But that's the pressure we get hit with every day. Atlanta.
Oh, more than LA?
More than, absolutely. And I'm a Los Angeles baby. There's a separation in LA. There is a real separation. And I feel like some people feed into it, don't get me wrong, right? But the pressure out here is on another magnitude. Yeah.
Wow, that's.
But it's real. It's booty everywhere. Everywhere you walk, you see booty. People are saving up for booty.
Wow. And you know me checking out Killer Curves and watching it, some women were, they were getting like illegal butt injections and things of that nature, and basically Killer Curves is basically telling you do it the right way. Do it the right way.
Okay.
Go and do the fat transfer or things of that nature. Is it a love yourself thing? Is it an insecurity thing? Because I went to like the event and I felt like some men were getting blamed, like, because some women were saying, well, he liked the girl with the fat butt and yada yada yada, and that's why I did it, and things of that nature. So, but you came from your other angle saying like it's peer pressure from other women. So basically, it's true what men say. Women dress for other women. They don't even dress for men.
I mean, I dress for myself. I think that just goes back to like you said, is it, I think it's self-love. I think it's okay, absolutely everything okay with you wanting to improve yourself. And if those things mean physically, I'm all for it. But I also know that a large percentage of people are doing it because they don't see the value of themselves outside of their physical self. And so when you don't see those values, you tend to overcompensate in the things that you see value in. So if a man knows that he may not have the best job, he may buy a fancier car. But I feel like women, if we don't know the true value of us being just women and ourselves being the nurturer, being the feminine energy in this world, then you really will overcompensate for your physical self. That goes with, you know, like you said, plastic surgery, but I think it goes back to when we're really young with makeup, just makeup alone, you know, makeup, what we're taught makeup to be, and yeah, so.
That's deep.
Self-love. Self-love.